Kitten School. Today we're going to talk about ways to tame a feral kitten who is scared and acting out aggressively. So here we have Dormouse. This is me taking him out of the carrier after I picked him up from the shelter. And watch here. Oh, I was not taking precautions as I should have when working with this scared kitty cat, and he bit me. And what do I mean by precautions? I mean a good pair of tough leather gloves. Here's Cindy approaching Dormouse wearing one of the gloves. He did bite the glove a few times, but he seemed to stop the biting once he realized that the hand wasn't going away, no matter how much he bit. So we're still working with Dormouse, and the video progresses pretty quickly, but remember, this was a pretty long process from actually picking him up with the one hand and petting with the other. You want to go slow, wait for the kitty to relax before moving on with more holding or taking out of the crate. And just a quick aside, that white cage that Cindy is pulling the kitten out of, I call that the social box. That is not where the kitten stays all the time. It's a technique I use to help socialize cats and kittens, and I did a video on the social box, so I will put a link to that video at the end of this one. If you are trying to socialize a cat or kitten, I really recommend checking that video out. After a few minutes, it's very apparent that Dormouse has relaxed quite a bit. He's looking around, his ears aren't flat back against his head, which would indicate that he is severely scared. And Cindy just continues to pet him and hold him. So after a few minutes of being held, Dormouse is put back into the social box for a rest, but a few minutes later, I'm going to come along and pet him and speak to him very softly, maybe give him a little treat if he's receptive. So you can see he's still a little unsure right there. He tried to bite me, but it was a little half-hearted this time. But I'm still watching out for him to bite. There he goes. There he goes, but I come right back. And I always respond to aggression with affection when it's safe to do. And then watch here. I'm scratching his head and his little nose, and despite himself, I think he's enjoying it. So even in one day, you can see how much Dormouse has really come around. He was a spitting, biting, just nervous wreck at the shelter, and just some intensive, gentle, and repetitive socialization has made a huge difference in his comfort level around people. This is not the end of training for Dormouse. We're going to be working with him extensively over the next month or maybe even longer to make him the best, lovingest kitty that we can so that he can be adopted into a forever home. So thanks for watching, and look out for part 2 coming soon.